to the Lakeside View Season 5. I'm your host, Carrie Ryan, and I'm joined by my lovely co-hosts, Chris Sanudo, Lisa Plina, and usually Jake Piacenti, but he's too busy being a gentleman, picking up his girlfriend from the airport. Whatever. But we'll let it slide this week, so let's not waste any more time and jump into our story of the week. At exactly 2:18 p.m. yesterday, phone lock screens lit up with a message from President Donald Trump. Presidential alert, the screen said. This is a test of a national wireless emergency alert system. No action is needed. It's the first nationwide test of the system built by the federal government and cell phone carriers to warn Americans of emergencies like terror attack or a widespread disaster. The alert is similar to the Amber Alerts for missing children and weather alerts for incoming thunderstorms or tornadoes. However, presidential alerts are unable to be turned off. The system is run by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which says all of the country's major cell phone carriers participate. So, I mean, I got it yesterday, and I was really confused because I forgot it was happening. But
oh, yeah, no, I was in my women's and history class, and literally everyone's phone lit up, like, and everyone was just going nuts.
I mean, I would be scared if, like, I all of a sudden was like, boo, 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 boo. Like,
yeah, I thought something, like, for real was happening because I didn't know that it was going to happen yesterday.
I think it was, like, just, like, it made everyone nervous for no reason.
Okay, but, like, I didn't get anything.
Uh-oh.
He didn't, I guess.
Maybe you're under the radar.
Yeah, I don't know. Much like the boys in my high school, my phone was dry yesterday. I didn't get any texts. Nobody texted me.
I mean, I saw that it's like if you were on like a certain, like if you're using your phone or a certain carriers for some reason with data, it was like some people's weren't working.
Oh,
so maybe, but they said, FEMA said to let them know and they can adjust the problem.
That's okay.
So Trump can slide into your DMs.
I'm okay. Thank you.
I mean, I saw a couple of, like, obviously people were making memes of it. I don't know if you guys saw the one from Jersey Shore.
No.
That it was like a presidential alert, and then it was like, Sam, the night you left bed.
Oh, my God.
I was like, honestly, I would have rather much have gotten that.
The note. Who wrote it? Who wrote the note?
I don't know. The president.
The president wrote the note.
I mean, how would you feel if, like, the president actually was just like, hey, like, that's what he used it for? I mean, it's not even written by him. Like, it will never actually be written by him, but...
But if he was, like, just asking me how I'm doing, like, hey, Chris, how are you?
I mean, do you feel it's important to actually have it?
I think it's an important system, but since it's Trump, it's just going to get memed on.
But let's stop talking about that America and the real America, because Captain America is hanging up his shield for the last time. Actor Chris Evans, so beautiful by the way, who has played Steve Rogers for nearly a decade, took to Twitter today to reveal that he had officially wrapped shooting on the upcoming fourth Avengers film. Evans wrote, "Officially wrapped on Avengers 4. It was an emotional day to say the least. Playing this role over the last 8 years has been an honor to everyone in the front of the camera, behind the camera, and in the audience. Thank you for the memories. Eternally grateful." There was an outpouring of reaction to his tweet, mostly sad, with even some of the biggest stars in superhero world weighing in, including Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, we all knew it was coming, but it was kind of sad just for him to even say anything about it.
It was so soon.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it.
It wasn't. No. And I mean, I guess he did it like so many movies, and it was 8 years. Like,
yeah, it's a lot. Like, I feel like everyone expects him not to be in the MCU like from this point on, like after Avengers 4. But it's upsetting just to see him say like, "Hey, I had a great time.
Yeah.
It's over." Like him just to be so blunt about it.
I mean, I think he was my favorite character. Yeah. He made me like happy to be an American. When it's really hard these days, I was like, yes, let's just look great in a suit, carry around a shield, and be like, let's not kill anyone. Let's work together.
True.
Well, no, he does do that sometimes. He kills some people.
Yeah, but I don't like to talk about that part.
You're right.
Only if he has to. Only the bad guys, the real bad guys, like the guy with the red face, right?
The Red Skull.
Yeah, the red skull, red face.
Skull.
I mean,
yeah.
I remember all the movies, but I don't remember details.
Image,
yeah, I mean, but it's just really sad. I mean,
Carrie's gonna cry on air.
I might. I mean, I would have rather let like the Arrow Man leave.
Oh, Hawkeye.
Well,
who do you think is gonna fill the void of like? Because he's such a big star.
Yeah.
Like who's gonna fill like that?
I don't know
spot?
because also like Thor, like he's Chris Hemsworth, he's leaving. It's probably likely that Robert Downey Jr. is leaving. So I mean, I guess we have Spider-Man, Doctor Strange.
Well, they have the new Spider-Man, like, he's young, you know? He's like a young kid, so I feel like we got some time with him still.
Yeah,
Like, how old is he, like 21, 22?
Yeah,
about
but
Yeah.
he only, I think he only signed like a 4-movie contract, and his movie in Avengers is 2, so his next one coming out is 3, so
Oh.
unless he signs more,
I
which
mean,
I think they all ended up
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Evans wasn't even supposed to be in the second half. He didn't like sign up for it. They just gave it to him. Like he just added it onto his.
Well, yeah, you're
didn't
gonna
know
make
that.
tons of money doing it,
I mean-
so I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, and I feel like he really embodied the character at the end. Like I feel like today when I see him, like he tweets things so nice, and
Yeah.
he just like stands up for a lot of stuff. Like he really is Captain America
Yeah, true.
in all of our
A real
hearts.
life Captain America.
So I mean, it is what it is, but we'll all miss him, definitely for sure. But we'll have to move on because I'll cry. So let's go out of America into Britain with British star Claire Foy, who won an Emmy for her role as Queen Elizabeth on the Netflix series Crown. She opened up about her not-so-pleasant experience on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where host Jimmy asked if she had any trouble getting to any after-parties. She exclaims that she didn't have any trouble, she just didn't get in. She was standing there with her Emmy at the door and was being denied entry. Like, if I saw one, I would be very confused. Like, why would you not let her in? But fortunately for her, she was saved by her celebrity friend and the amazing Queer Eye star, Jonathan Van Ness, calling him her knight in a white suit. I mean, I don't know if the bouncer, like, you needed a name or something, but if I saw someone carrying an Emmy, I mean, maybe they thought it was fake, but.
I guess. But I mean, she's like pretty well known.
Yeah.
I mean, also, are they not the people, the bouncers, like they just weren't watching the Emmys?
I guess they're too busy setting up, like doing some security checks. Like,
I suppose.
I mean, would you have, if you saw this outside and you were like,
If I saw Claire Foy outside, I'd be
and she was like,
"Hey,
let
what's
me
up,
in.
sis?"
I think I would have invited her to like my place.
Yeah.
Been like, hey girl, let's
would've-
just like bake cookies.
Let's just do like a tea party. I don't know. I would have been another royal, I guess, whatever one there is. She would have been Queen Elizabeth. We could have just
I
gone
know,
back
she
and
plays
forth.
the queen and she couldn't even get in. Like, that's just so sad.
Yeah, I don't know.
The actual queen should come out with a statement, I feel.
I know.
It's like
she
it's
should
a
get,
big deal.
She
It's
should
a
be
slap in the
invited.
face to Britain.
It
It's a-
really is.
I
a slap
I
in
think
the
it's
face
more
to
of a
Britain.
statement, I think.
You're right. You're
Like,
so right.
Netflix they don't mess around with Britain too much.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
But luckily, like, Jonathan Van Ness was there. Like, of Queer Eye, he's probably one of my faves of the 5. He just has such a great personality. Another person that stands up for justice. And she needed it. She needed that justice there.
She was saved.
She was saved. So, I mean, Netflix should really help her out next time. But
true.
let's go to other Netflix news. So, a lot of people haven't heard this, but Netflix will soon let you choose your own Black Mirror adventure. The sci-fi anthology series is planning a choose your own adventure episode. Details are scarce, but viewers will reportedly be able to pick their own storylines in one episode of the show's secretive 5th season, due to be released in December. Viewers' selections will ultimately decide how the episode ends. Presumably, Netflix hopes to keep viewers engaged for longer than usual. Hardcore fans of shows like Black Mirror will want to explore all the available paths to discover how each storyline ends. And I mean, I don't watch Black Mirror. I've never seen it. I'm too scared. But I think that the people that love it would love that idea. So.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool concept, something that like really hasn't really like been done. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it anywhere else, so I think it's like Netflix is kind of just putting this element in.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I love Black Mirror. I watched like all of the seasons, you know. I watched like all of them. So
I think it's a cool idea, but I just like how well they subvert expectations, and I feel that it kind of undermines it when I can click, oh, I want the really messed up ending, or I want this kind of to be pretty tame.
yeah.
And I feel
Yeah.
like that's the whole appeal to Black Mirror, is that it's very just like, you never know what's going to happen. And I feel like it's kind of lame that I can be like, oh, I want this to kind of happen.
I know, and I feel like I would just pick all the happy endings because I don't want anything scary to happen. I'd be like, everyone lives and then no technology will take over the world. But I mean,
We'll see. Maybe now you'll watch it. You know.
maybe I
They're
will.
bringing a
Maybe
new
I will
viewer
because I'll
in.
pick
It's
happy
for
ending
you.
only.
Yeah, it is. They made it for you. They're like, Carrie Ryan thinks it's too scary.
Do you guys like have any other shows that you would want, like, if you could choose, like, instead, like anything at all, not even Netflix, like if you could choose the ending for something,
The ending for something?
like, yeah, how
Just like a better ending for like any bad show ever.
yeah, like if you're like, I would wish that I would have been able to choose how this ended. Do you have it?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that'd be like
hard.
a
That's a
cool
hard
thing
one.
to implement into like
Yeah,
TV
you
going
definitely
forward.
just find out what to do with it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so now it's time for a commercial break. But stay with us for our campus chatter with Chris and our interview with Julia Tilley.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Is how are you, precious? Okay.
Take out the precious. It's way too cheesy.
Okay, yeah.
Just go,
sure.
hey, how are you?
Nope.
How's your day?
Yeah.
Don't be cheesy.
Yeah, I figured.
So, what'd she say?
She's still typing. I'm not sure. She never takes this long.
I wouldn't worry about it. Give it a few minutes.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Lakeside View. Every week we have our lovely host Chris ask students on campus about a hot topic of the week. This week was Kanye delaying his new album. So let's take a look and see what they had to say.
Hey, it's Chris. We're out here in Murano Campus Center. We're asking people about Kanye delaying the album Yandi. I'm pretty upset. Let's see how people are reacting. Do you listen to Kanye? No? Okay. All right. This is going fantastic then. What are your thoughts on Kanye delaying his newest album, Yandi? It was supposed to come out Saturday, but he's pushing it back until Black Friday. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. Seems like a good marketing technique. I have no idea. I don't follow Kanye.
Actually, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yeah, because I don't know him or she.
You don't know Kanye West?
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Kanye West that much, but that does suck.
That's been a recurring theme. No one listens to Kanye, apparently. Kanye was supposed to release his album Yandi after his performance on SNL this past Saturday, but he pushed it all the way back to Black Friday. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't even know.
No?
I don't know anything about Kanye.
Yandi, it was supposed to come out this Saturday, but it got pushed all the way back to Black Friday. What are your thoughts on that?
I didn't know. I thought it was released already.
Kanye West was supposed to release his album Yandi this Saturday, but it got pushed all the way back to Black Friday. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't really know much about it. I don't listen to Kanye.
No one listens to Kanye. I love Kanye, and I'm just really upset that no one is giving him the love that he deserves, because he's a small baby that just needs to be cared and loved, and I would give him a kiss on the forehead if I could. Just let him know everything's okay, Yeezy.
I think that he's trying to make a statement because of him, because he embarrassed himself on SNL.
Yeah, I think he kind of fell off after graduation.
After graduation, you're saying he hasn't been around in 10 years?
No, I'm saying he hasn't really been that great in 10 years.
This hurts my soul. I'm very upset that I approached you. I love Kanye West. I'm upset we approached him.
I listen to a lot of like classic rock and stuff like that, so I'm not really into that type of music.
What if I told you Kanye did a song with Paul McCartney? Would you listen to that?
I'd give it a shot. I'm open to a lot of things.
He's done it. It's called Only One. You should check it out.
I should.
I've heard his new song. Love it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah,
He's the greatest artist of all time.
Okay, but I don't know actually. I'm sorry.
No one knows him out here. Do you listen to Kanye at all?
Not religiously.
So you are not a practicing member of Yeezus?
No.
You love Kanye? Yeah.
Too much. In conclusion, I'm severely depressed. No one has listened to Kanye or even cares about him. I care very deeply, and I'm very upset. Back to you guys.
Wow, Chris. I mean, I don't think you got the answers that you really wanted for that. I mean, put us through what was going in your head.
In my head, like, I thought people would be excited for the album. I'm excited. He's released 2 albums already, and I'm being just selfish, and I want the 3rd album pretty badly, but it seems like no one else does, and I'm really upset about it because I thought Kanye was this giant pop culture icon because I love him so, but apparently not.
I mean,
I'm tearing up right here.
If you asked me, I would have been like, oh yeah, I know Kanye, I know about his album, but I would have been like, I don't care because I don't like Kanye. I would have probably been on the side of those people.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't even like
know
him.
He existed.
He or a she.
Well, I mean, he's stirring a lot of controversy right now. I mean, his SNL thing was
pretty bad.
It was pretty, yeah. Everyone's been talking about that, you know. So I didn't even know he had an album coming out. I didn't even know. You didn't tell me. Nobody told me.
Maybe the President Alert should have told you.
I didn't get
He's
the
pretty
text.
tight with the president.
Oh,
So.
you're right.
So it should have been like Yandi.
I should get
Black Friday.
Black Friday now.
I mean, no, but I was
Well,
surprised
that's what Kim Kardashian's Twitter feed's for.
That's true. She usually will let us know.
She's on top of that for us.
I mean, he's pretty here and there. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. When the album comes out, we'll go back to them and ask them how they feel about it. See if they actually listen to it.
I mean,
so.
all politics aside, he's a good artist.
Yeah,
so.
but we'll be right back with our guest, Julia Tilley. Stay tuned.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No. This is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Welcome back to the Lakeside View. We are here joined by the most pristine person I've ever met in my whole life, the VP of Human Resources here at WTOP, Julia Tilley.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Is that the right term? Is that the right title that you like to use?
Yeah, VP of HR.
I mean, you do other things though here at
I
TOP,
do,
right?
yeah.
Can you tell us a little about that?
At TOP?
Yeah. Well, no, in general, in Oswego.
Totally. So I'm also the assistant news editor for the Oswegonian, which is the newspaper here on campus. And I'm a choreographer and dancer for Delsart.
Oh, you do a lot, and I thought I was stressed out, but well, the reason we have you here today is because I heard from a little bird that you are going studying abroad in France,
Yes,
not Paris, but
not
France.
Paris, but France. Yes, Besançon, France, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, because you're a major in French.
Yeah, I'm a
France.
You're a major in French.
I'm a broadcasting and French double major, and I've been trying to go abroad. Like, I've been talking about it since I was a little kid, honestly. Like, I'm just super excited. It's finally happening, and I'm just like, I'm over the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what does it take to, study abroad?
Yeah, okay. It was a super long process, and it reminded me of like college applications, to be honest. So that was like a really bad throwback. I was really specific with what I wanted. I knew I did not want to live with the host family because I'm a pain to live with, and I did not want to put somebody through that.
I would be I barely wanted to even live with a roommate. No offense to you at the time.
All offense
no,
to you.
You were fine. You're the reason I stayed here, but I was like, I don't know if I want to live with someone I don't know, and I feel like that's the way a lot of college kids live. So especially if you're going to another country and you're going to be living with another you at least speak the language.
Yeah.
So I would have been like, bonjour.
Do you speak fluently?
I don't know. It depends on the day, my guy.
The day?
Depends on the day.
French Fridays.
French Fridays, yeah.
French
Catch me
Fridays.
on a Friday. Just
tomorrow,
fluent.
just
I
call
feel
her.
like once you're there and you're like talking to everyone,
yeah,
just being French, just living the French
Just being
lifestyle.
French, eating
You're gonna come back,
baguettes
you're
and
gonna literally
whatnot,
forget how to
escargot.
speak English. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna stay here.
I
That's
know.
what I do.
And the place that I'm going the population doesn't really speak English, so I'm just totally going in. It'll be a big learning curve, but I think it'll be worth it.
Very immersive.
Yeah.
Submersive.
It's a big move. It's a big move.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it,
Yeah, it
honestly.
seems crazy.
So, since you're how does that work now that you do get credit for that, or is it because my thought I would just be like, I'm going to France and I'm not doing any work.
Yeah, so I've signed up for classes. I'm probably gonna finish my French major honestly while I'm abroad. I don't think they have broadcasting classes, unfortunately, but I can get one major out of the way and then just come back and do the other. But when I get there, I have to take a test so they can place me in classes so that I'm not totally over my head.
And what is that? That's based off French?
Yeah, it's like a French fluency exam, basically.
Oh, I would fail that.
Wait, so you have to go all the way there just to take the test?
Yes.
And what happens if you don't pass the test? They just send you home?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh my God, it's like America's Next Top Model.
Oh my
Your
God.
picture is not here. You must pack your things and leave
I guess
immediately.
if Tyra Banks did come out and was like,
Yeah.
here's a plane ticket home, you didn't make the cut, I'd be like, all right, Tyra. I'd catwalk my way out of out of
It's nice to
France.
just be included in the grouping.
Honestly.
Yeah, you're right. Who knows,
Yeah.
Maybe Tyra.
Maybe Tyra will greet
I
you.
hope
Maybe
she's
she'll be
there.
your seatmate on the flight.
Oh my God, I'd cry.
So do you have to pay for your own flight?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ugh.
Yeah, but all around, the cost is pretty comparable to a semester at Oswego.
Yeah.
But you pay for different things. I have to buy a visa. I have to renew my passport. Actually, I have to get a full new passport.
Oh.
So I got my last one when I was a minor.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
I know.
Passports are weird.
I thought it was just 10
Garbage.
years. It's if you're a minor.
Mine's expiring January 2019. Anyway.
Oh.
So I was like, I'll just renew it. But then they were like, no, you were 15. And I'm like, darn.
Oh,
So-
that's weird.
Fun
Yeah,
fact,
right?
if your passport's going to expire in 3 months, they do not let you go on trips outside of the United States. So
Why don't you tell us a little about that, Lisa?
my little sister couldn't go on her senior trip. Shout out Julia. Sorry, still sad about it, but it's a sad time. She couldn't go. She was going to France actually
Oh
for one
my
of her trips,
gosh.
and they were just like, actually at the airport. Tyra Banks didn't say it, but I'm sure a flight attendant did. We're like, nope, you can't come in.
That's
And
what-
she just left her
It's
there.
just messed up.
Yeah.
Like
It is
on
messed
their
up. It is.
part.
Like,
I mean,
they didn't let her know until she was at the airport.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty
I'm
sad.
sure that Oswego is a little more under check than Comac High School, but shade at Long Island. But yeah, so I mean, do you have to go because they had to do that every couple month? You go to every couple months. You have to they're check with you a list of things. Do you have to do that? Do you have to check in with people?
Yes. I'm actually going through New Paltz, so SUNY New Paltz program. So I have to do things for Oswego so they can send all my information over and send it to France and to New Paltz. And then I have Skype meetings with the New Paltz advisor.
Oh.
Yeah.
You love a good process.
I
don't
do
you?
love a good process.
Yeah, I would have been like, I have to write an essay. I'm gonna stay here. It's
so
just go. You
excited.
just go a couple hours up, and you'll be speaking
Yeah.
French with people anyway.
With the Canadians.
A couple hours,
the French
like,
I mean,
Canadians.
whatever.
We're pretty close.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but you've been there before, so it's have you been to this area that you're going to now?
No, actually, so I'm really excited. So I went to Paris, Monaco, and Geneva, Switzerland in high school on spring break trip.
Oh, okay.
And I loved Switzerland. It was my favorite place ever. Everything was so beautiful. I loved it. And I thought about going back to Switzerland just for, study abroad and whatever, but it's mad expensive.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm 2 hours from Geneva, so I can just hop on a train and just go around.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. And then I know with the whole, Brexit I guess doesn't affect the EU, so usually you can just travel anywhere. It's the same thing. You don't need a visa to go everywhere because obviously you only have one. So.
But the interesting thing is, I have friends or people that I know, like in the program, in the French program, who are living in France now, and they said you have to watch out for workers' strikes for public transportation because they happen very frequently.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
if people go on strike and then you can't,
I would be so
go anywhere.
confused. I'd be at the train station like, what are we talking
Honestly,
about?
Like, what's happening? Why are we all angry? I'm just trying to catch a train.
I would just get on, I guess. I'd have to just join the protest.
Yeah.
I'd be like, let's pay
You
these
make
people.
a sign, you're like, yeah, let's go.
A white picket fence.
So do you have to like learn like, you know, the laws of the country? Because, you know, things are, even in America, like by state, there's like rules that are like really weird. Like one state, you can't like have an ice cream cone in your pocket after Sunday. I don't know if that's like I've seen it multiple times, and that's like in like a southern state, I think, or something.
What state? I need to know because I'm regularly putting ice cream cones in my pocket.
I think it's Georgia. Georgia sounds like it would have some state.
Okay.
So you have to really learn about the country, not just knowing the language or just where you're gonna go to school. You have to like really like be involved.
Yeah, and even culturally, like they don't wear leggings. Yeah, if you're seen out wearing leggings, this is from my friends who like live there. They're like, they look at you like you're wearing pajamas. So I have to get used to wearing real pants again. Like jeans. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That is weird. I mean, I know that people from Australia, they say when people wear Uggs like fashionably, it's weird because they usually just wear them to take out the trash like they're like slippers. So that's just like, that's weird. I don't know if I can. I've been to Paris before.
Yeah.
I didn't wear leggings, thank God. I wore jeans or some tights. Maybe those are fine, I suppose.
Yes.
But I mean, it sounds really fun where you're going. I mean, is there anything that you would like recommend for people who want to study abroad or like why they should do it, you know?
Yeah, totally. So don't stop with just looking at Oswego, because sometimes like if they don't have a program that you want, you can go to literally any SUNY program. So you just have to be persistent. Like I'm very stubborn, I'm an Aries, and it shows. So I was like, I do not want to go to Paris, I do not want to live with a host family. And Oswego, like, unfortunately didn't have a program like that, so I just looked around. I met with the study abroad advisor here like 10 times. I think she blocked my email address.
You just send it to different email addresses.
Yes, good thing I have a TOP email, Gonian email.
Oh yeah, they give so many emails at this school. It's ridiculous.
I know. But yeah, just be persistent, I guess, you know?
And if you could choose like another location to go that's not France, like I mean, maybe Geneva, like you said. Or is there like any place that like is so random, but you're like, I just love to go there?
Scotland. I'm Scottish, and I just like I love Scottish accents, to be honest. So I think it'd be super cool to go there.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd love to hear it. We can chat after, but we're actually out of time. I'm so sorry. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the show, and have a good night.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on... Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.